Cosmic Era 47. Jane Houston was born to her parents, two marine biologists, and because of this, Jane would also be very interested in marine wildlife when growing up. But then, after college, she made a decision that would alter her life forever. Rather than following in her parents' footsteps, she signed up to join the Atlantic Federation Navy. This led to a huge fight between Jane and her parents. They were against the Federation Navy because of how their sonar technology had a very negative impact on sea life, and this was something that Jane had even experienced firsthand. At some point in the past, she had seen dolphins beaching themselves, panicked by that sonar. And yet, now she was going to join the ranks of those using it. The fight between her and her parents most likely did not end well. That day, they were supposed to go on a small expedition together, but due to the fight, Jane didn't join them. This ended up saving her life. The boat her parents were on capsized, killing both of them. For the first time in her life, the sea had claimed her family. We are now April 1st, Cosmic Era 70. ZAFT initiates the first part of Operation Ouroboros, their second major push to invade the Earth. Neutron jammers are scattered all over the planet, rendering any and all nuclear fission impossible. As a side effect, radar, radio communication, and precision-guided weapons were also severely impacted. April 2nd, the Battle of Carpentaria. After the successful drop of the neutron jammers, ZAFT begins the construction of a major base in the Gulf of Carpentaria. The Earth Alliance's Pacific Fleet tries to stop this, but is annihilated. April 10th, ZAFT is trying to send reinforcements to Carpentaria through the Tasman Sea. Determined to not let this happen, the Earth Alliance sends out the 21st Anti-Submarine Warfare Fleet, which is also the fleet that Ensign Jane Houston is assigned to. The fleet consisted of 4 ships: the flagship Cumberland, which was a ship of unspecified type, and 3 missile destroyers: the Canadian, the Bradford, and Jane's mothership, the Kingsville. These destroyers, though, were old ships, ready to be retired, but because of the interference caused by the N-jammers, they had suddenly become the Alliance's best bet against ZAFT's submarine fleets. Nuclear-powered ships and precision-guided weapons had after all become useless overnight. Jane herself then would pilot a Kingfisher 33 SP, an anti-submarine warfare helicopter made by Augusta Sikorsky. Its weapons consisted of a machine cannon, rocket launchers to intercept enemies above the water, and torpedoes to intercept enemies below the water. And it also had 10 sonar buoys that could be used to scan for underwater enemies. They would intercept the ZAFT fleet at the Coral Sea, leading to what is now simply known as the Battle of the Coral Sea. The ZAFT fleet consisted of several transport submarines, escorted by just 4 mobile suits, 3 Jin Wasp types under the command of a Jin Famous, piloted by Marco Morasim. Despite having a clear numerical advantage, the Alliance fleet didn't stand a chance against the ZAFT fleet. Try as they might, the Alliance fleet got wiped out without so much as a scratch on the ZAFT fleet. The only survivor on the Alliance's side was Jane Houston. Her helicopter was shot down by Marco's Jin Famous, and 2 days later, she would be rescued. But once again, the sea had claimed her family. It quickly became obvious to the Earth Alliance that mobile suits weren't just superior in space. They were also superior on land, and even underwater. In response to this, the Earth Alliance also began making plans for underwater mobile suits, and Ensign Jane Houston became a key part of this development. Based on the Forbidden Gundam, the Earth Alliance's first amphibious mobile suit was the Forbidden Blue. This prototype machine would then see limited mass production as the slightly simplified Deep Forbidden. Once completed, the Earth Alliance would waste no time in putting these machines to good use. Gibraltar was ZAFT's main stronghold in Europe, and was therefore considered a prime target for the Earth Alliance's brand new amphibious mobile suits. July 24th, Cosmic Era 71. With the aim of taking Gibraltar, the Earth Alliance begins the Second Battle of Casablanca. Gibraltar was ZAFT's main stronghold in Europe, and it was assumed that taking the base would de facto drive ZAFT out of Europe. Part of the operation were at least 2 of the mass production Deep Forbidden units, led by a Forbidden Blue piloted by Ensign Houston herself. Despite being part of the development of this mobile suit, she also became its test pilot and even wanted to take it into battle herself.
This is the most important ZAFT base on the European front. This battle's going to be like nothing we've ever seen.
I was hoping we'd finish this up quickly, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
Yes, and keep a close eye on your power reserves. Your machine can only resist the water pressure as long as its Geschmeidig Panzer system is active.
You don't have to tell me. I was part of the development team.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. Excuse me for asking, Ensign, but then why are you piloting this experimental machine?
Well, we were only able to begin mass production of the Deep Forbidden because of the data we gathered from this old coffin. I guess you could say I've gotten attached to it.
Ah, I see.
Okay, let's get this mission underway.
Armed with 2 head-mounted Eagle-Stellung 75mm Seaways guns, 2 forearm-mounted Amphibious 115mm machine guns, 4 shield-mounted Nidhogger heavy sights, 2 backpack-mounted super-cavitating torpedo pods, a backpack-mounted Phonon Maser cannon, and a handheld Trident, Ensign Houston was able to make short work of the ZAFT submarines, mobile suits, and underwater mines. By the end of the day, the base was theirs, and just as expected, when ZAFT retreated from Gibraltar, the rest of the continent would soon follow suit. With ZAFT now on retreat in Europe, the Alliance could focus their attention on Australia and the Pacific. This would culminate in Operation 8-8, the Battle for Carpentaria. This was ZAFT's largest and most important base on the entire planet, so defeating ZAFT here would deal them an enormous blow. And naturally, many Alliance ace pilots would also participate in this operation. Aces like Jane Houston, Edward Harrelson, and Reyna Emilia.
I think it's time you spacemen got the hell off my planet!
For more information on that specific battle and Reyna Emilia, you can check out my dedicated video linked on screen and down below. Wrapping up for Jane Houston then, by the end of the war, her fearsome fighting style had earned her the nickname the White Whale.
After months of fierce fighting, peace at last returns to the Mediterranean nights.
As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great day, and I'll see you all next time.